So according to Celsius's terms and agreements, users have the right to retain ownership of their funds. But there's a possible complication with how they worded this contract. Now in today's video, we're gonna be touching up on the current Celsius contract policy and uncover what is protected and what isn't. We'll also be going over some other major headlines with regard to some crypto liquidations happening within the market. And if you guys are enjoying these daily market updates, be sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and let's hop in and see what's happening. All right, so yesterday we actually went ahead and saw Bitcoin pumping as the Federal Reserve Governor Christopher Waller said he supported an interest rate hike of 75 basis points in July, easing fears of a more considerable rate hike. With the 40-year high inflation of 9.1%, several investors were speculating a 100 or even 125 basis point rate hike for July. Now, the rumor in the finance realm is that Powell may become the next Paul Volcker. And for those who don't know, Paul Volcker was the Federal Reserve Chairman under President Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan, where he ended up, this is crazy, but raising interest rates to 22% to fight the rampant inflation back in the early 80s. Now, I don't know how likely this may happen, and people might be exaggerating just a little bit of what's going on, but I will say with inflation still going up, we could definitely see a lot more government involvement. Now, currently today, Bitcoin is still sitting around $20,500, and even on a day like this with a little bit of green, we are still seeing a lot of mixed sentiment. If we take a look at the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, you'll notice that the RSI has jumped back to neutral territory, currently at 57, with Bitcoin trading above the 50 or the yellow line and the 100, which is the blue EMA. Bitcoin is still also trading above the $20,400 support level, and I think it's safe to say that $22,000 has been a pretty critical resistance level for Bitcoin, and right now it's converging with the 200 EMA as well. That is going to be the purple line you see on your screen. Now, the cost to produce Bitcoin, aka the mining for Bitcoin, fell to $13,000 from $20,000 at the start of June as miners are continuing to battle the bear market and efficiency in mining rises. The way this all works is the hash rate has been fluctuating in recent months with no clear downtrend, and the drop in Bitcoin's production cost stems from the decline in electricity use as well. At this time, there seems to be some improved profitability, meaning there may be less pressure for miners to sell their Bitcoin holdings for liquidity, but the drop in production costs could also be viewed as a negative for Bitcoin's overall price action. In this article, they actually quote that the decline in the production cost might be perceived as negative for the Bitcoin price outlook going forward, to the extent that some market participants perceive the production cost as the lower bound of the Bitcoin's price range in a bear market. Now, there is also theory, and some investors speculate that the Bitcoin bottom price is also the cost of being able to produce that one Bitcoin. So if that's the case, you need to start asking yourself the question, could $13,000 be the absolute bottom, and should that be the buy order that people set for Bitcoin during this time? Now guys, on a day like this, the global crypto market cap is still back to $900 billion, but we have not yet seen it go through that $1 trillion mark. Now, in the last 24 hours, we have been seeing some green. Taking a look at some of the top altcoins within the market, you'll notice that we're having a good diversity of altcoins sitting at least 9 to even 15% up just for the day. Now, let's just use Polygon as an example here. If we even take a look at the all-time charts for this crypto asset, since we had the giant dip off, it looks like things might be stabilizing. We had a bigger dip happening just a few weeks back. Taking a look at the monthly, noticing that even at one point they're at half of what they are now, which is at 33 cents. The question that a lot of people are asking themselves is, did the bottom maybe pass? Are we continuing to go up? Well, taking a look at the current crypto fear and greed index, obviously the sentiment is going back a little bit better, because if you take a look at what we experienced before, seeing single digit numbers, I would say that was really near the peak. Now, while we do see this type of data and know that peak market fear might have happened earlier, it doesn't mean that we're not going to see any more volatility to come. Within a bear market, the unexpected happens, and this does not mean that you can't make money. If you're starting to dollar cost average into some of these altcoins, you would be seeing a positive return on your investment already back. I just want to remind you guys, during a bear market, it is times like this where the true soldiers come out and you start to develop and learn the skills of being able to trade in a harder climate, which will set you up even more as an investor for when we get that next bull run. If you guys have lost a lot of money, because a lot of people have, if you have some of your money stuck in Voyager, or if you've had it stuck in Celsius or many other protocols, even just talking about Terra Luna, like if you guys were involved in some type of downfall, I just want to say keep your chin up, because even though losses suck and people have lost a lot of money, this type of industry, the crypto market, is here to stay. Now guys, on top of that, I do want to mention how it's going to be so important for you to prepare for any type of bull market that we may see next. These things are going to be difficult to prepare for, but it's times like this where you want to make sure that you are ready, that you are caught, not on your heels, but you know what's going to happen next, and there are ways and easy strategies to implement right now. Just some key quick tips for anyone going through this bear market. Just know that learning anything new, staying educated, is probably going to be your #1 asset that's going to carry you into making money in the future. During a bull market, we've heard about so many, countless amount of people just making money from ridiculous ways, where if you're throwing all your dollars into the latest animal related meme coin and you became somehow a millionaire, or individuals who just, had some money stored away in some altcoins and then one day just started to blow up, or even some NFT projects they may have gotten lucky in. I would say even if you happen to be lucky, that luck tends to run out. You can only hit that jackpot so many amount of times, and it may not be consistent. If you're able to educate your mind, be smarter, and find yourself being more consistent, you can find yourself also making more money regardless of the current market conditions. You can get lucky a few times, yes, but you can also learn the exact skills and principles that will create yourself a generational wealth. It's also during these times I highly recommend anyone watching these videos to be involved within the space. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to quit your 9-to-5 job and join a crypto Web3 project and try to educate yourself and bring up the entire space that way. When I say you got to involve yourself in the community and learn something new, I'm even talking about basic principles in just creating businesses, or learning how to trade within this market, educating others, or even being a part of other communities where you can continue to bring your mind together. Now, regardless, if you choose to just be going through this bear market, that's completely okay too, because it just shows that you still have skin in the game and that you are waiting for what's going to come next. Now guys, that was just a little bit of a spiel, but let's actually get into some of the more intriguing headlines that we have for today. And this is going to start with Celsius. Now, it's actually stated, according to Celsius, that users do not have the assurance of getting back their funds just in case they do go insolvent, which is currently what we're seeing right now. Now, although Celsius has yet to confirm exactly what their next move will be, it is stated for a fact that they are going to be restructuring themselves instead of airing for liquidation. Now, at this point, I think a lot of you guys, if you have money stuck in Celsius, you just want your money back. People don't care what move they're going to make next. People just want their money back. It's unfortunate to see just the severity of this issue, and we're going to see it getting dragged out. And if you had a lot of money stuck in there, I know there's going to be some class action lawsuits coming up that you can involve yourself with. But even during this time, I think it's going to be a lot better to just imagine that money is gone. You're not going to have access to it. If we get lucky and we see the access opening up, that's when we have a celebration. But I wouldn't be counting every single day just to think that they would release everyone's funds when they're going for another bankruptcy. Now, on top of that, if you guys were watching these updates, you know that we talked previously about CoinFLEX, and we actually got word that they're restarting their withdrawals with a 10% limit. So just a little bit of a recap. Towards the end of June, CoinFLEX suspended withdrawals after an individual's account went into the negative equity. This was a large whale, and during then they were like, okay, this guy's negative, we have no money. Now no one's going to be able to withdraw their money either. Now, it was stated last week that 10% of user balances will be available for withdrawal with the exception of Flex USD. It looks like they did make good on their promise, because we are getting reports that people are able to take their money out. And this brings up the question, what if we see Celsius or Voyager doing something like this next, where they may not allow you to take all your money out, but they allow you to take a certain percentage? It's just crazy some of the times we're living in, because if anyone told me that this would be the case right now, even just a year ago, I don't know if I'd believe it. But this is also the reason why you want to stay diversified. You always want to do your due diligence behind companies, making sure that they have their money, and making sure that from on-chain analysis, seeing data with wallets, or being able to, watch videos like this on YouTube, whether or not a exchange would be legitimate. Now guys, I recently made a video just going over some of the top exchanges. I am confident that none of them are going to go under, but during these market circumstances, don't even just listen to me, a random YouTuber on the space, because at the same time, I'm just a regular guy, and it's always up to you guys to do your extra DD. Luckily enough for us, Voyager and Celsius was never a partner of this channel, but I feel bad for any other YouTuber who did partner up with them, told their audience to sign up, and now their audience can't get access to their own money. I see this happening on YouTube right now, and I see both sides to it. I see people like coming after the YouTuber, and I get it. Like, they got to be way more careful. But even knowing knowing that, I still feel really bad just for both sides of the situation. We are going through very difficult times. It seems like even on like TikTok and Instagram, like anyone could go on there, just talk about finance or just, you know, make the skits start blowing up. And it seems like even the financial markets are hitting that peak. And obviously we're seeing that reflect the equities and the prices of these assets. But it seems like even on YouTube, social media, things are coming down a lot more. Now, good news or bad news, I'm here to stay and I'm going to continue educating you guys as much as I can, providing information, entertainment, whatever it is. I want to make sure that you guys are still taken care of. And I got my core audience. We don't need millions of people. I mean, we got a decent amount of subscribers, and that just came from all the lucky and amazing growth that we've had from the work that we put in. But during this time, I just want to say I'm so grateful for my little squad that we have, the little Jung Nation. And if you guys are watching this, y'all are literally the real ones. You guys motivate me, inspire me to keep going every single day. And when things do pick up, I know things are going to get better. I've seen it happen many times across this space while I've been making videos on YouTube for a pretty long time now. It's been about almost 4 years now. So right now, if you are going through a difficult time, just know that this feeling that you might be experiencing is felt all across the space, but we will get through this together. Now, I will end this on some good news because Gamestop's a new Ethereum-based NFT marketplace has been live on its beta for a little over 48 hours. And right now we're seeing nearly twice the all-time trading volume of Coinbase's NFT marketplace, which had a huge amount of hype during its launch. So hopefully we're able to see GameStop just crush it within the NFT space. And I would love for people to start using them over some of these other exchanges and marketplaces because they have not done a good job in the last bull run. And this is always going to be an opportunity for someone else to do a better job, come in and capitalize. Okay, so guys, I mean, that is going to be today's update right there. Not much else to cover. If you guys did watch this video all the way till the end, don't forget to comment down below the secret word warrior. On top of that, be sure to check out the links down below in the description. And if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all are new. And also, there's really not much than that. Just have an amazing day. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.